All right, let's hear from a couple of other people. Why don't we go to, is it Cayenne from Queens?
Hi, David. Yeah, it's Kyan.
How are you?
Hi, doing well.
Good.
So my first question is related to how Biden is doing. Um, I'm a pretty left progressive, and when Biden won, I was still kind of hopeful. There was some talk of him being, having these FDR aspirations.
Yeah.
But over the past few months, I feel like um, he hasn't really been talking about much that has been important to progressives, like climate change, healthcare, or a minimum wage just kind of went out the window, disappeared. So I'm wondering, do you think he's starting to feel like it's okay to just kind of abandon these things that are important to the progressive base? And in addition, like a similar question but different perspective is, do you think he's okay is because Americans don't really expect much from government? I mean, they're like okay with just how things are, and as long as they don't have an idiot like Trump being that, they're just like okay, and they don't expect much. And do you think that's a problem?
So I think that there are lots of people who no longer expect much from government, but the thing we have to be careful with that is that there's a political movement which is all about not expecting stuff from government and that government should be doing less. So I think that that's something we sort of want to be careful of in terms of the language we use. In terms of Biden, I mean, listen, I think that I'm not seeing any U-turns from Biden. What I am certainly seeing is he hasn't yet done all of the things he promised to do. He talked about a public option that hasn't happened. There's other things. He got COVID relief passed. He scaled up vaccination. Now he's working on infrastructure. If he gets an infrastructure deal done by September 1st, it will be a pretty significant first year in terms of major legislation, in conjunction with a lot of the executive orders that he did early to undo some of the stuff that Donald Trump did. Is it a progressive dream? No, but I never expected it to be. So my sense is Biden's doing more or less what I expected, and I've not seen him abandon anything he claimed he would do yet. Some things he hasn't done yet, right? So we have to give him a term to see if he does it. But I feel like I'm getting from Biden exactly what I expected.
Okay, yeah, I'm also getting what I expected. Like my mindset in the primaries is like that he's not gonna do much to satisfy progressives, but I don't know what happened. I just had some weird hope that in the beginning, like maybe he's more progressive than we thought. So that was probably not a good way for me to think.
No, I
Um,
believed from the beginning that he was exactly who he said he was during the campaign, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
yeah. So about the second question, like, do you think that it's a problem that Americans? You said I should watch my language, but I just feel like Americans are satisfied. They're like, you know, we're very insular, so we have a hard time seeing that other countries have universal healthcare or free college tuition. So they're just like okay with not having that as long as everything seems stable. Is that a
I
problem?
think
And
there are
if
lots
it
of
is,
people who want those things, but after the 4 years we had, certainly the standard for just a minimum that people expect, which is like a president that sort of seems normal and doesn't alienate every other country that we're allied with, et cetera. The bar has been dropped and we are adjusting to that bar being dropped. As that happens, I think it will be perfectly reasonable to refocus exactly on the things you're talking about that are more common in Northern European social democracies. So it's not a one or the other. It's we're adjusting to the new normal of having had Trump as president for 4 years. And I think we're pretty close to being adjusted, and now it's time to get some stuff done.
okay, I appreciate your perspective and thanks for having me on.
All right, Cayenne from Queens, very much appreciate the call. That's going to do it for today. As always, sorry I couldn't get to everybody, but I will take more calls again very soon.